Alright, welcome to Tony's Guitar Lounge. I'm Tony Mollick, and this is the first ever episode of what's going to hopefully be an ongoing little podcast. We're going to be discussing all things guitar, guitar accessories, other instruments as well, I'm sure. And today we are here on behalf of Iron Horse Amplifiers out of Tucson, Arizona. And we're here to talk about the Prophet 20, aka the 6-pack. This was designed by a friend of mine named Dan Rittenauer, who did some work for me on another amplifier that I'll be showing you in an upcoming episode. And this is the prototype. I got my little spec sheet here that Dan sent me. It says that the output is 20 watts at 8 ohms. And he makes the claim that it'll stand up against any 50 watt Marshall. And honestly, I have a 100 watt custom head, and it keeps right up with it. It's got 2 valve REL34 power tubes and 3 TAD 12AX7 preamp tubes. Class AB, basically it's 20 watts. It sounds like a whole heck of a lot more. I'd like to take over the controls on the front of the amp now. Now, starting over here on the end, you got your output, and then a lot of amplifiers claim that their output is just purely taking your sound and raising it and lowering it and never changing the tone. This thing really amazes me because it can back that up. You'll see here in a little bit. The second one over is your brightness knob. Depending on what kind of guitar you're playing, that's what you're going to use it for, to brighten up humbuckers or to take some of the high end off of single coil pickups. And you got your three band EQ, basically your bass, your mids, and your treble. And these two knobs over here, which are my two favorite, this is the lead volume. And mainly what that does is it makes it sound, let's see if I can show you here. Now, this is a gain, and it's nothing but gain on this far right side. You can hear it, right? Now you start bringing this up, and you start to hear it sound more and more like a tube amp, right? Now, because of this knob right here, giving it that chunky tube feel, when you take your volume down, it's still there. I'm talking right over top of this thing. And also, of course, you can see that was about a quarter of the way on the volume, and it was already probably shaking the microphone up on this camera pretty well. It doesn't really break up. You know how your 50 watt heads or your 50 watt combos, whenever you turn them up, they just start to blare. Yeah, they'll get loud, but it's nothing you want to hear. This doesn't do that. I've got this going through 4 Jensen 10s. They're 35 watts apiece. This isn't pushing near enough power to tax these speakers. Now, granted, they're broken in pretty well, but this thing just has tone for days. This is Miss Scarlett, and might as well introduce her to you now. You'll be seeing her a lot in the future. And I just wanted to give you a little bit more of a demonstration what this thing will do at just a moderate volume. Thing is evil. Now, I got a little project studio in the back of the house, and I've already been using this to do a little bit of recording with, and we're going to take you back to the studio and kind of show you what I've got going on back there. got a real good sound to it, straight up coming through the through a 57 out of that 410 that you saw earlier. We have it in the next room. Set up a sound on it. It's real moderate volume wise. You could talk right over top of it. I can record here at 3 o'clock in the morning and I'm not in soundproofed walls. There's no volume at all, and that's the kind of response you get out of this thing. You can hear those tubes. Thing's friggin' amazing. Well, as you can see, it packs a whole lot of power into a little package. Aside from it being absolutely beautiful, it's rugged as heck. And back here, well, let's face it, one of the most attractive things about this amplifier is this little sticker right here. It's made, designed, produced in America. And it was designed by Dan Rittenauer, as I was saying, a good friend of mine. And we're going to be talking about him a lot more in upcoming episodes. We're going to be showing you a lot more things about this amplifier in a couple more episodes. We're going to get this thing out, we're going to road test it. We're going to put some bands through it. We're going to take it to some jam sessions. We're going to let some strangers get up and play through it. We're going to get you some real opinions on this thing and get some real feedback on it. The Iron Horse Prophet 20, the 6-pack. We'll see you soon.